Hey learner, this is Nilesh Porate. So in this video we will see the next concept of a Python, that is the methods and the functions. Okay, so built-in objects in Python have a variety of methods you can use. So methods perform the specific action on an object and can also take the arguments just like a function. So this lecture will serve as just a brief introduction to methods and get you thinking about overall design methods that we will touch back upon when we reach the object oriented programming concept. Okay, so general form or the general syntax of a method is that by using the object, so object dot you can call the any method, then dot method, and there are the any number of parameters in that the method. Okay, let's see the one example. See here, first we'll give the title of this new concept, so function tutorial. Okay, then see here, this is my list. Okay, is equal to 1 2 3 4. So first we will discuss the built-in functions available in the Python. Okay, so see here, by using the my list, then dot, then press the tab button. Okay, see here, by using tab button, so these are the some options, means that these are the some built-in methods you will use directly in your the program. Okay, so here by using the pop function, okay, see here, this is my method. Okay, so after running this code, so my one item is deleted from this list. So this is my list 1 2 3. Okay, see here again, my list dot pop. Okay, again if you press the shift tab button, then see here, these are the some signature or these are the document string. Okay, see here, by using the plus button, by using the shift tab button, this Jupyter notebook or the Python will give the information about this function, means that they shows the signature, means that the syntax, and the document string, means the use of this function, and the return type and the parameters. Okay, so all of these details is displayed here. Okay, by using this shift tab button. Okay, so this shift tab button is used in this Python Jupyter notebook. Okay, but when you use the another editor, then there is another options for it. Okay, so in PyCharm or the some Sublime editor, okay, so if you want to display the description about this function, then use the help function. Okay, so see here how to use this help function. So help and pass this function as a parameter. Okay, see here, so these are the, so this is the output. Okay, so by using help function you can also see the parameters and the description of that the function. Okay, so if you want to know the how many functions are in some library, then there is some official website in a Python language. See here, this is the official website of a Python language. So see here, https://docs.python.org/3/. Okay, so this is the latest version of a Python, and so this is the some links. This is the installation link, tutorial link, library reference. Okay, so if I click this tutorial link, then see here, so this is the index. This index, when you click the any link like this using list as a stack, so see here, these are the some description, methods, examples, all this description is available. So this is some, so use this official website, so if you have the any queries or the any function doubts. Okay, so going to next section. So next we will see that the user defined function. Okay, so function will be one of our the main building block when we construct the larger and larger amount of a code to solve the problem. Okay, so what is the function? So formally, a function is a useful device that group together a set of a statement so they can be run more than once. They can also let us specify the parameters that can serve as inputs to the functions. So function will be one of the most basic level of reusing code in a Python. So function allows us to create the block of a code that can be easily executed the many times without needing to constantly rewrite the entire block of a code. Okay, so if you know the other programming language like the C, C++ and Java, then you have the better knowledge about the function concept. Okay, so same concept like the C, C++, Java is used in a Python. Okay, only syntax is a different. So first we will see the syntax. So def means the definition. Okay, then name of function, then opening closing bracket. If there are parameters, then pass here, otherwise this parameter bracket is empty. Okay, then colon, then press enter. Going to next line, you are in indentation mode, then pass here some statements which are inside this function. If you want to call this function, then pass the function name. So in syntax, my function name is that name of function, then opening closing bracket, then hit enter. Okay, so this is the one syntax. So see the one example. See here, first def keyword, then func name, this is my function name. Okay, then colon. Okay, see here, def is highlighted, means that it is a keyword. Okay, and colon indicate going to be intended a block of a code. Okay, see here, hit enter. See this indentation, so that this block of a code will execute whenever we call this name function. Okay, so there is a one message. So my message is that print function call. Okay, so this is my function definition. Okay, now we call this function. So func name opening closing bracket. See here, this is my function output. So see here, this is my user defined function. Okay, but func name. Okay, and if you press the shift tab button, see here, signature func name, document string, no document string, file, this is the file where this function is stored, and type is the function, means that this function have the no documented string because this is the user defined function. Okay, but if you want to add some documented section, so after few days, if you become a good developer, then this concept is beneficial for you. Okay, so documented string is one of the most beneficial concept, because if you define a one function and this function is the 400 to 500 line of a code, okay, and if you can do, or if you can add the some documented part, documented means that you can define the syntax and the use of that the function in the documented section, then any third person is read that function, then that person is easy to understand by using documented string what is the function code or what is the function logic. Okay, so this is the very helpful. Okay, see here how to write the documented section. So this is my def function name, then see here 1 2 3, use the 3 single quote to opening and 3 single quote to closing, and inside this doc string is equal to, pass here some description about this function. So this is the information. Okay, then input, there is no input. Okay, and output is the hello. Okay, see here, after running this code, again here if you press the shift tab button, okay, see here, this is the documented section. Here press the plus button, see here documented string, this is the information, input, no input, output is the hello. Okay, so remember this thing, that when you become a good developer, or if you want to know the description about the function in future, then best way is that the documented this function. Okay, by using the documentation of this function, other people understand the meaning of this function by using the documentation. Okay, so next syntax is that, see here, def name of function, pass here some parameter, colon, then this is statement of your code. Okay, and if you want to call this function, then pass here function name and parameter. See here one example. Okay, see here my example is that def, again func name, okay, then here parameter name, again colon, okay, here print hello, then name. Okay, so here call this function. So my name is Nilesh, see here func name. Okay, see here hello Nilesh. So this is the example of the function parameter. Okay, so if you have the any parameter of the function, then use this way, pass the variable as a function parameter, and if you call this function, then pass the parameter one by one sequentially. Okay, so if you want to assign some default value to the function, then see here, I can cut paste this code here. Okay, see here, this is my output, hello Nilesh. If you forget the parameter, then see here, this is my compilation error. See here, missing the one argument to the positional argument name. Okay, so there is a one more concept in a Python, that is a default argument. Okay, so if you want to assign some default value to the parameter, then see here, my default value is that the ABC. So if you forget to pass the some parameter, then default value here is used. See here, so first compile this function, then run this hello ABC. Okay, and if you can pass the some name, then hello Nilesh. Okay, so this is the default parameter concept. So next one is that the return statement. Okay, so like the C, C++, Java, Python also have the return statement. So return means that the any value in a function return to the calling section. So see here the one example. So this is my example def. So this is my function name, func name. Okay, so here my default value name equal to ABC. Okay, then here return hello, then my name. Okay, see here, we can call this function in some variable. See here func name, and this is my PQR. So when you use the return statement, okay, then this function is called and this value is assigned to some variable, because this return value is going to this function calling statement, and this is assigned to this variable val. Okay, see here my val is that, okay, hello PQR. Okay, so students, try this code on your machine. Okay, so if you have any queries, then comment on our query in comment box. Likes and subscribe this channel. See you on next video. Thank you.